So as we continue to get rain and moisture naturally in the garden, one of the things that can happen is we can experience different types of fungal growth. And today we wanted to talk about why fungal growth is not always a bad thing and what we should do about it. So as we observe in the garden and we look around to see if we have problems, if we have fruit that can be harvested, vegetables that can be harvested, like this bell pepper, uh, we sometimes notice things that can be alarming. This started off as a small ball, and now we have a pretty good sized mushroom growing in the garden. Yesterday we saw some smaller caps that really haven't formed and they're not really visible anymore. They've kind of died off. But we've got this big old mushroom in the garden. So what should we do about it? So while there are a lot of bad fungal growth and bad mushrooms that could potentially be in our garden, this particular one is one that we're not going to do anything about. We don't need to make a change. It's an indicator that we actually have some great soil going on. It means our soil is microbially active, that it retains moisture well, and that overall it's probably pretty healthy. They're a good indicator that our soil is full of rich organic matter. These mushrooms can actually help break down nutrients and make them available in the soil for plants to absorb. This green spored parasol, also known as a false parasol, are pretty common in garden areas. They are toxic to humans and pets, so it's definitely not an edible mushroom. And if you're concerned about pets or children getting into them, I definitely recommend that you can remove this. It's not a big deal. But at the end of the day, this is a sign of rich organic soil that are benefiting our plants. And it's not something that we need to utilize a fungicide or a particular product to take care of, because those particular fungicides can leach into our soil and they can damage other microbial life and fungal life that are beneficial to our plants. A lot of the common products that we can find on the shelf, some of them don't necessarily know the difference between good and bad fungal growth. And oftentimes mushrooms are not necessarily susceptible to a fungicide. So in short, when you see mushrooms growing in your yard, in your garden beds, they oftentimes come up after a heavy rain or a lot of moisture. If you don't see negative effects happening in the garden, just leave them there. If they're really bothering you, remove them. But there's no need to treat them with something. And often, again, it's just a sign of great soil. So see you next time, and stay tuned for more.